there are some pretty crazy conspiracy theories out there. Like there's one about how we're all living in a simulation, or that there are aliens among us. What's crazy is that some of your favorite celebrities may just believe in this. From Kylie Jenner worrying about chemtrails to Woody Harrelson thinking that 5G cell towers cause COVID. Let's discuss these and more only on today's Top 10 list. Starting off this countdown, we have B.O.B. Rapper, singer, songwriter B.O.B. is convinced that the Earth is flat. He has taken to Twitter numerous times to try and prove to his followers that we are being lied to and that in reality, the world is flat. Some of the things he has tweeted is a picture of him with the caption, "The cities in the background are approximately 16 miles apart. Where is the curve? Please explain this." He has also taken more photos at high altitudes and then said, "No matter how high in elevation you are, the horizon is always eye level," to try and prove his point. In fact, he is so convinced that he started a campaign to raise money to buy more satellites to launch into space to prove his theory. But he isn't just a flat earther. No, he also believes in clones and thinks that dinosaur bones were planted into the ground by a big organization. He raps about this in a 45-minute Earth tape titled EARTH. And if you guys are liking this video so far, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up because you know what? It really helps us out. In our 9th spot, we have Kylie Jenner. In May of 2015, Kylie Jenner shared her concern on chemtrails. Basically, there's a theory that certain airplanes are deployed to spray chemicals down on citizens as they pass in the sky. Some think that these chemicals are hazardous to us and that they're deployed to control overpopulation. Others think that the chemicals are some form of mind control from the government. Well, on May 25th, 2015, Kylie tweeted this image. It says, and I quote, "Why did I see 75 planes spraying white stuff into the sky on my 15-minute drive to work? Who pays for this and why is it happening? Is something being exterminated here?" The post continued on reading, "Who is responsible? What effect will this have on our health?" In reality, planes naturally leave a white mark in the sky as they fly by as a result of their engine's exhaust or changes in air pressure. Moving on to number 8, we have Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg is among many people who think the moon landing was staged. On The View back in 2009, she shared why she's skeptical of the moon landing. For example, she asked who filmed the footage or took the pictures. Then she continued on saying, "Why does the flag appear to be waving when there is no wind on the moon?" Of course, people then stepped forward and said it wasn't waving in the wind, it was just crumpled. Either way, Whoopi is not buying it. In our 7th spot, we have Mark Ruffalo. According to Mark Ruffalo, he believes that 9/11 was an inside job. He claims that he has seen the footage of the towers collapsing and is insistent that buildings don't just fall down like that. He also believes that the planes couldn't have brought the towers down. Mark, along with some other big celebrities, think that the government was behind these attacks. Charlie Sheen is another celebrity that's on the same page with Mark. He thinks that the government's account of the hijacked planes was really suspicious and thinks Washington was behind the attacks. Moving on to number 6, we have Madonna. This iconic singer and superstar had a very crazy theory about the COVID vaccine. So this was before we had the vaccines that we do today. But basically, she believed that during the start of the pandemic that the COVID-19 vaccine already existed and that it was purposefully being withheld from us. In an Instagram video, which is now deleted, she said that the government and pharmaceutical industry withheld the vaccine, so in the end, they could raise the hype and get more money off of it. Meaning, they waited until a lot of people got sick and died before they released the vaccine, just so that they could make more money. That's just a sick and twisted theory. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with Woody Harrelson. Remember back a couple of months ago when tons of people were worried about 5G? People thought that somehow the 5G cell towers were linked to the pandemic, either thinking that it caused COVID or was making people sick. Well, Woody Harrelson believed in all of this. On his Instagram account, he shared a lot of misinformation about 5G and the virus. In one post, he said that the 5G towers were somehow spreading the virus and making it more deadly. I believe now, though, that Woody has done more research into this whole 5G conspiracy thing and has admitted that he's wrong. His posts on the topic have since been removed. Moving on to number 4, we have Prince. Prince was a believer in a number of conspiracy theories, including chemtrails and the Illuminati. Much like Kylie Jenner, he believed that the government was deploying planes to spray chemicals over their country. In a 2009 interview, he said, and I quote, "You know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. Jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why." So he was convinced that the chemicals being released from the planes would somehow incite anger and violence into those that breathed it in. And at number 3, we have Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis believes that Lee Harvey Oswald didn't act alone when he killed John F. Kennedy. In 2007, he said, and I quote, "They still haven't caught the guy that killed Kennedy. I'll get killed for saying this, but I'm pretty sure those guys are still in power in some form. The entire government of the United States was co-opted. One guy did it? I don't think so." He thinks maybe that Lee Harvey was just the fall guy, and that the guy that actually committed the crime is still out there. That's another pretty crazy one, and a lot of other celebrities believe that as well. In our second spot, we have Steven Seagal. I know I say his name weird. Actor Steven Seagal, in a 2014 interview, revealed that he thinks mass shootings are engineered by the government. Yeah, crazy, I know. But he thinks that a lot of the shootings in America were created so that people would then be in favor of gun control. He said, and I quote, "I believe that, and I hate to say this, a lot of these mass murders and all this funny stuff that's going on, I believe a lot of this is engineered." Now, he has no evidence as to why he thinks that. He just believes that it's some sick way for the government to gain control over guns. And in our number 1 spot, we have Jaden Smith. Okay, Jaden Smith is already known to post about some crazy things, like how mirrors aren't real or how eyes aren't real. I know. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. No, he also believes that on Earth somewhere, there is a secret advanced community, kind of like Wakanda. In an interview with Huffington Post, he admitted this. He said, and I quote, "The technology that we're currently at is not the maximum of the human capability, and that there are places in the world where their technology supersedes what we see here on a daily basis." When asked if he was referring to a real-life Wakanda, Jaden said he was. He also said that we need to discover these communities so that we can see their technology and use it for the good of mankind. Alright guys, that was a pretty crazy list. Let me know which one in the comments below shocked you the most. And now let's move right along to our comment shout-out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, Top 10 Secret Videos That Should Not Be Seen, Part 2. Animator049 commented, "Watching this alone at night with no one currently in the whole building. You are one brave soul." Or stupid. Just kidding. But seriously, I would never do that. No thanks. I hear one little creak and I'm like, what was that? James Paul commented, "Sometimes I like to fill up my bathtub with milk, lay in the fetal position, and pretend that I'm a Cheerio." Okay, are you okay though? No. Jordan HD95 commented, "Some of those clips are a little unsettling to say the least." Yeah! Unsettling for sure. Creepy as hell for sure. Peyton List fan commented, "You're my favorite host from this channel. I hope I'll be able to get a shout out in your next video." Here's your shout out, Peyton List fan. I know I'm not Peyton List, but here's your shout out anyway. Jamie Lance commented, "Lindsay, I think this is the one I actually like from you. For the first time. Keep up the good work." That's literally a backhanded compliment. It's like, you know what, Lindsay? This video actually didn't suck today, so there you go. Alright guys, that's all the comments I'm showing out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you.